Tonight, the Target 12 investigators are following the money trail of your lawmakers.
In the wake of the public corruption case against former House Speaker Gordon Fox, the Target 12 investigators requested bank statements from the campaign accounts of each and every lawmaker.
We now have the results of our extensive audit into your lawmakers' campaign bank accounts, and we can tell you now who is willing to share their bank statements, who isn't, and which lawmakers didn't even respond to our request for information.
Target 12 investigator Tim White is here now with the details.
It's safe to say the public's trust in the General Assembly has been shaken in the wake of the charges against Gordon Fox and other cases involving the alleged misuse of campaign finances. But our investigation shows that hasn't made all lawmakers embrace full disclosure. It took federal and state investigators 2 search warrants to obtain the campaign bank statements of former House Speaker Gordon Fox.
That former Speaker Fox looted his campaign account repeatedly over a number of years to pay for plainly personal expenses.
So at this point,
in the end, the nefarious math was simple. Fox's campaign finance reports he filed with the Rhode Island Board of Elections claimed he had more money than what his campaign bank statements actually showed. In other words, they didn't match.
I don't audit all my members' reports, and evidently nobody else does.
The day Fox was charged, current House Speaker Nicholas Mattiello said this.
Welcome to audit my report tomorrow, and I'm sure that most of our members would feel that way.
Target 12 decided to take the Speaker up on the offer and conduct that audit. In a March 27th letter to each and every lawmaker, we asked simply for 2 things. Do they keep a separate campaign account, or do they commingle funds with their personal account? And would they supply a copy of their December bank statements from their campaign accounts? Why December? Because in theory, that statement should match the most recent campaign finance filing. Here are the results. There are currently 112 lawmakers since 1 seat is vacant. 93 legislators responded to our request. That means 19 lawmakers, all in the House, never even responded. 24 lawmakers provided or pledged to provide their bank statements. The rest refused. It's important to note that the same day we sent out our request, House Speaker Mattiello and Senate President Teresa Paiva-Weed sent this official email to lawmakers, including a copy of their response to Target 12. It stated in part, we both strongly believe that bank statements are not public record. Mattiello says he originally meant for the Board of Elections to conduct the audit, not the public.
It was very interesting to see that they put the kibosh on this.
John Marion from Good Government Group Common Cause Rhode Island says the email from leadership likely had a chilling effect on lawmakers who might be willing to supply their records.
I don't think that's a good sign. I think it should be up to the individual members, much as it is to candidates in a race, whether or not they release their tax returns, and some do and some don't. I don't think leadership should be stepping in here and saying you shouldn't be doing this.
We found a handful of responses from lawmakers denying our request for bank statements were virtually identical. In some cases, only the date and names were changed. Of the lawmakers that provided us with a bank statement, each of them lined up closely with what they had filed with the Rhode Island Board of Elections. Now, an elections official tells us minor differences may be common because sometimes a check is cashed after the filing deadline.
Clerk, lock the machine. 67 in favor, 0 opposed. The act prevails.
While Target 12 was working on this project, the General Assembly passed a law signed by the governor. It requires candidates to send a copy of their bank statements to the Board of Elections, a big change to the law in direct response to the Gordon Fox case. But it specifically states the bank statements should not be deemed a public record. 3 lawmakers tell us they do not keep a separate campaign account. For those that would not provide a bank statement, though, we're taking them on their word. We have no way of independently verifying they have a separate campaign account. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.
And this investigation doesn't end here. Tonight on Eyewitness News at 11, we'll tell you what you need to know about this new campaign finance law and reveal why some are calling it flawed.
And right now you can head over to our website to find how transparent your lawmaker is. Use our interactive database to see who is willing to share their bank statements, who didn't even reply to our request. It's all on WPRI.com.